Hello guys and welcome back to Repair and Resell. In today's video we're gonna take a look at the controller number 4. It was having a stock sync button at the top of the controller, just right here, and it couldn't click. Also, while waiting for some part to arrive, I harvested for the part that was missing to repair the other controller. For example, I take the battery cover of it, I take the joystick also, and I noticed that there was a broken RT trigger on one of the controllers, so I also use it. As you can see, this should not look like this on your Xbox One controller, so we will also change it. On the other, it's fine. As you can see, there is no problem with this one. So I got all the new parts here on the side. If I like them, I will recommend them to you. Also, I might have some in stock, so if you don't want to wait for a while before they arrive, I will leave a link to my personal sales site in the description to help you to make your repair. So now we're gonna take this controller apart. As usual, if you want to know how to test your controller or how to open it, I will leave all the info you need about that in the description below. I removed everything that was holding the front plate in place. Now we can put it aside. We can also change the joysticks right now if we want to. That will be done. Here we go. Now we have a nice new one in place. It looks really more nice. Now what I'm seeing here, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. I will take a pair of tweezers to show you how it's going. The sync button is right here, and it's going down under the controller, just like that. Here, you see? And you can see that this button here is a bit misplaced. I think we will need to open all the controller to see what is wrong with it. Basically, the button wasn't stuck. This plastic button wasn't stuck. It's just that there is nothing else to put it back up again, because this thing seems to be misplaced. I think we will need to even grab the soldering iron to see what is wrong with this. For sure we will need to take the motherboard that you see, the green PCB that you see out, to be able to fix this. So I think we'll flip this over, remove the back plate, and now we can work more in the inner of the controller. We would remove the two T6 screws that are holding the motherboard in place. And what is bad with the Xbox One controller is basically that you need two different type of screwdriver to open it up. You will need a T8 screwdriver to open the exterior of the controller, and you will need a T6 screwdriver to open the inside of it. Don't know why they're using different screws. If some of you know why, you can tell us in the description below. As we need to remove this motherboard, I think I will have to remove the thumbsticks that I just put. Wasn't sure if we will need to do this. So here we go. Now the two motherboard are still clips together, so we need to unclip them just like this. Yeah, like this. And now we can try to take this out. You know what we will do? Nope, this is the audio. This is for the microphone. We will put it back later. We will remove the top here to be able to have a better access to the motherboard under here. We'll just put that like that. like this. And we're gonna take a tweezer and we're gonna just lift this up right here. I think I will take the two tweezer to do it at the same time. It will be easier. I think we have it. Not sure, not sure. Yeah, here we go. It's still in place. I don't know what is holding it now. No. Now we can remove it. This is holding the left and the right bumper together. Now we should just be able to lift them. Still holding it in place. I'm gonna put the tweezer aside. Oh, I think I understand what is holding them in place. I'm gonna try something. So this is basically the same part then that it's here. So we're gonna just remove the two things that is holding this in place, and we will see if we can do this. I'm trying to find it. It's not gonna be long. While being there, I will remove this button. All you have to do, basically, there is a screw here usually, but this one I keep it aside because I couldn't put it in place. And once this screw is removed right here, you just put the trigger down, and you should be able to lift it like that. What is inside here is the rumble motors. This is what is doing the little vibration when you're playing with your controller. Now I see it. It's just here. It should come off. Oh, okay. I think I know what to do. Like that. Okay, this is good to know. Here is our sync button. It's not broken. And we're gonna remove the other one also. This is good, but just for the fun of it, we're gonna try this one after that. And now we can finally remove our motherboard where the button is. And I forget to unscrew it. Sorry about that. I'm gonna unscrew it right now. For this, I need the T6 screwdriver. I was wondering why it was so stiff in place. There's still a lot of screws around here. There's at least, I see 6 of them holding the motherboard in place. Let's go. Now we can take this out. We're gonna put this aside. And now all the button fell, so why not? Putting them all around the place. Okay, so this is done. We're gonna put that right here, and we're gonna take a look here. And yeah, as I can see, this button right here is definitely misplaced. This is a really small button. It doesn't seem like it's being like it won't work anymore. All I got to do, I think, is to resolder this point right here. So I think I'm gonna try that, and we will see if this is enough to fix our problem. So I'm gonna grab my soldering iron. I'm just gonna replace this little metal around here, just like that. Is it still clicky? Oh yeah, it's still clicky. So I'm gonna try that. I don't know if there's like something else, but this solder joint is definitely broken, so I'm gonna redo it, and we're gonna see if this fixed the problem. So this is not gonna be long. I'm gonna clean my workspace a little bit, and then I'm gonna put my soldering iron right here. Now that we are ready, I'm gonna explain you what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a tiny bit of solder just right here, and we're gonna hope that nothing else has been broken, because my soldering abilities are not that good to allow me to remove this old button without messing everything up. So let's hope. I'm gonna put some solder on the tips. This is actually a lot more than I thought. Anyway, let's try this. To allow you to have a good view of it, I'm gonna hold the motherboard in my hand while doing so, but usually it's better to do that on a flat surface and to avoid to hold the motherboard in your hand while doing so, because it can become really hot. I think I put a bit too much. Yeah, I put too much, but let's see if it's holding this in place. Okay, we're gonna remove what it is there too much. For this, I'm gonna grab a solder socket. It's not gonna be long. So I'm sorry that you won't be able to see that part really well. That. So this should be good. There is still a bit too much solder over there. We'll try to get you that in a better view. As you see, there is like a nice bulb of solder right there. As it's not really important. The important is now that the button is firmly in place. We will try it like that, and we will see if this works. So I assembled it just enough so we can test it, and we're gonna see if this is working. I don't think it's working. Will it flash if it's plugged in? Good question, isn't it? I'm gonna test it with a working controller to see if it's the case. So I checked, and for it to flash, it need to be on wireless mode, so we won't be able to test it just like this. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna reassemble the controller fully. I'm gonna show you how to fix this RT right trigger right here, then put a new one, and we're gonna see how it's going. So for the moment, I'm gonna have to lift that back up. We're gonna need to remove that and to put all the buttons back in their place. So okay, so usually the button have some pins on it like that to remember you where to put them, and Yeah, so it's helping me a lot because I would have forget if it wasn't that, because they all fall out when whoops, when I put this in. Like this, so, oh, and the view button and the other one, I always forget their name. Okay, so this one is going in here. Whoops, sorry. This one is going in here, and this other one is going in here. Oh, I think they're going. This one is going on the other side actually. Like that. We're gonna put back the conductive pad. Again, we can only put it on one side. Just like this. Whoops. And maybe I'm gonna put it on the button actually. Yeah. Gonna be easier. And we put this in. Should I put back the screws or not? That's always a good question. I think I'm gonna put back all the screws. I'm gonna do that off camera to avoid boring you too much. Now we're at the time to put back the sync button, so I'm gonna show you how we do this. This is the sync button that fall out, and just over the X of the Xbox there is a little slot right here. You can see it a little bit where it will enter, so it will look like this. You take it and you slide it in carefully, just like that. I think it's already in place now. Just gonna verify if we can push it a bit more. Yes, we can do it. Yes, and now it's in place, and it clicks the button just as it should. I don't know if you can hear the click. Sometimes my mic cannot pick it up correctly. Now we're gonna try our bumper that we just bought, and we will see if they are nice or not once we try it in. So as you remember, what is holding these bumper is in place, or these two little hooks, one here and one here at the end of each control, at the end of each side, and it's gonna hook in right there where you see the hole, and same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna install this. We're gonna start with the side that there is still a trigger. So I'm gonna hook it in, being careful with that. This one seemed to be hooked in correctly. We're gonna do the other one just like that. So yeah, this is working fine. I like the feel of these one. Oh yeah, that's nice, really nice. So now that we are in this position, I think we can put the right trigger right now. Oh, actually here is the rumble motor. It fold off. So there is, I told you there is a T6 screw. Whoops, there is a lot of screw at this screwdriver here. As I say, there is a T6 screw that is beneath the the triggers. You can see it on the other side. It's right here, and it's what is holding it in place. And I really like how they do this one. This is the broken one. We're not gonna put it back in. We're gonna take the new one. So basically there is a little hook right here also. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. It's a bit there, and it's gonna go in the hole right here. So what I like to do to put them, you hold it like this. You're gonna take the trigger, you put it like this, and oops, now the rumble motor is not in place correctly. You put it like this, and you oops, and you shift it over. I'm gonna get it just because I wanted to show you I'm not able to do it. Okay, now we're gonna try again. We're gonna put the rumble motor in for this time. Usually I have that really easy, just like this. So here we go. It's now in place perfectly. And just to be sure that it's not moving anymore, we're gonna screw that last screw. What I like to do is I like to remove the rumble motor like this to have more place to screw it in place. And here we go. And I screw it until you cannot see the screw anymore. Now it's firmly in place and it won't move in your game just like the other one. Yeah, this is how we like this. Yeah, firmly in place. Okay, now I'm putting this back in, and now I'm gonna reassemble the controller fully, and we're gonna see if everything is working as it should. While reassembling the controller, I realized that I forget to show you how to put this part back in. So this should not be really complicated, but I think you should need to do it a delicate way to avoid breaking it. So let's see if we can do this. Okay, I'm taking a look at it and trying to figure out how we should do it. Okay, I think I'm gonna get the tweezer. Just like that. We have it on one side almost done, but on this side it's getting me more trouble. Okay, we're gonna do it slowly. Here we go. We have one clips in and the other one in clips in. So as simple as that, and it's back in place. And now this controller is fully reassembled. Usually the button have some pins on it like that to remember you where to put them, and yeah, so it's helping me a lot because I would have forget if it wasn't that. And now the controller is fully reassembled. The A button is on the good side this time, even if I thought it was not possible to put it on the wrong side. I did it. So, oh, and the last piece we need to put in place is this nice battery cover. The only thing different than a real battery cover is, whoops, is basically that you see it's still fitting perfectly in place. It's a bit, measurement are a bit off, but it really look like a Xbox One battery cover. And the thing different is that there is not the Xbox written here, but if there was no battery cover, people will try to deal like $5 off the controller, and now they don't have anything to say because it still look perfect. And as long as you can show them that is the original with the label on the back, there is no argument to add there, as there is no reduction to be made. So now we're gonna test the controller. I'm gonna plug this in. We're gonna see if we messed up anything. For the moment, it's good news. It light up. I'm gonna open the testing device. Here we go. Now let's go. So we're gonna start with the button. This is working fine. I'm gonna be a bit more here, just like that. RT is going good. LT is also going well. Those two buttons are working. So for the moment, it doesn't look like we missed anything. Yeah, this is still working pretty fine. With it pressed in, it's working fine too. And now let's go with this. This is working pretty fine also. Oh yeah, we have a nice repair now in our hand. And now the moment of truth. Does the sync button is working or is it not working? So now it's trying to pair up because I unplug it, but let's see if the sync button is now working. And yeah, it is working. You can see it flashing really fast. I'm gonna try to stop this. As you can see, really responsive now. So this is definitely a fix. This controller will be ready for resale. I hope that you enjoyed this video and have a nice day.